So my ex-wife called me today out of random, and I feel like I don't know the real reason why. She's apparently said that she's calling because she wants to come to an agreement of the amount of time to spend with my daughter. And for some reason I don't believe that because this whole situation, what is everything that she's done to me, I think is to push me away. And because I'm not allowing her to push me away because I love her that much, that nothing in this world is gonna take any of that stuff away. It's become a difficult thing. I think, and knowing that she put a protective order on me, I think she kind of did this to get a rise out of me. I think she did this on purpose. That way I can flip the fuck out or do something dumb. That way I can get locked up. I don't blame her because she knows I'm not a quitter. I'm not gonna quit on her. I'm not gonna quit on our family, on my daughter. But I think she kind of wants me out of the picture. I mean, I think that's at least how she feels. And it makes me sick to my stomach. I've done a lot of bad things in my life, but one thing I have never done was I would never do anything like that, like she did to me to ever hurt her. I would never sleep with one of her friends. I would never date any of her friends. I would never do any of that stuff. Yes, I talked to girls when we were together, but I only did it because the attention that we're so used to giving to each other, she stopped giving to me. And I know that's childish and immature to really say, but that's just how I felt. I just wanted, it was like as soon as we had the baby, she just stopped caring about us as a couple. And I'm not saying that that's a bad thing or that's a good thing, but there always has to be a happy medium where it's obviously family is priority number one. The kids are the first priority, but still you have to set some kind of time just for the couple to still do couple things, to stay together. That's how families operate. Yes, you do things as a family with the kids and you two, then you do your own thing by yourself, whether it's working out or whatever. But then there's still that part where it's just you two, where you guys do things together as just a couple, no kids, no friends, just you two. And no matter how hard I try to do that, she always try to flip it and made it seem like I didn't want to make it seem like I didn't want to involve my daughter in anything. And I did make a lot of mistakes. I know I was selfish and I was inconsiderate and I was lazy and I was moody. But that was because I just knew I was losing her and I just didn't know how to get her back to me. And if you're watching this, I still love you and want I want the opportunity somehow some way to be able to work things out and become a family again. However long that takes. I mean, I the way I see it is if we can at least talk and talk. I'm not saying cut each other off. I'm not saying argue, raise voices, any of that stuff. I just want to be able to discuss things, and hopefully we can wipe the slate clean, forgive each other for our past, mistakes, and we can move on and start from the beginning, start fresh, and not make the same mistakes again as a couple. That's all, literally the entire reason, and the only reason why I've gone to therapy is to be able to see where my issues are, fix them, to show her that, or to show you, if you're watching this, to show you that I'm willing to be a better person, that I'm willing to change myself for, well, one, for myself, for the baby, but especially for you, because you are a major piece of my life that I I I miss. You know, like, you don't understand how important you are to me. So back to this conversation. I didn't know how to handle it. Like, I'd never. Now the protective order is for 2 years. It's only been what, 2 months. I'd never thought that. Excuse me. I'd never thought that she'd ever call me. And believe me, I've had the thought since that day, at least once a day, to just text her, to to call her, just to see how she's doing, because I miss her that much. To see how the baby's doing. I hate having to do everything through a third party, And not saying that I don't appreciate her mom or her sister or her family members. I love them all a lot, and I know they take good care of the baby, but I don't want to ask questions about, oh, what's going on, through them. I rather ask directly to her. But this conversation just thinking about it makes me sick to my stomach, because it was like, I felt like she was just blaming me for everything. And I mean, I think she has the right to do so. But there's certain things that are not true, and things that she's kind of trying to block out of her mind. Like, she tried to blame me for taking the truck away, and because of that, she was borrowing her parents' car or whatever, and she got in a car accident, and she blames me for that. Another thing she blames me for is this whole court thing. She says that had I not put myself on child support, we wouldn't be going to court for all this. But the thing is that she's the one that wanted. She's the one that went to the courts to do the protective orders against me. Why would I go to court to do that? Why would I put myself on that shit? You know, and I put myself on child support because another thing, and she denied this too. She was starting to get to the point where she was trying to use my daughter as leverage. Before the same weekend, before I found out that she was with this asshole, I she came up to me and asked me. Sorry. She came up to me and asked me if I had if she can have the second set of keys to the truck that I had gotten her. And I asked her why. But I mean, she was always asking for them, and I just kind of blew it off like whatever. And this time, there's just this gut feeling that I kind of started figuring out everything. So I asked her why, and she couldn't give me a straight answer. She avoided the question. She started getting mad and said, "I just need the keys. Give me the keys. What for? You already have a set of keys." And she was like, "Are you gonna give me the keys or not?" I'm like, "No, I'm not. I'm not gonna give you my set of keys to the truck." So she said, "Oh, okay. Well, if you're not gonna give me the keys, then I'm not gonna let you see your daughter on Tuesday. I'm not gonna let you see the baby." Those were her exact words. "I am not gonna let you see the baby on Tuesday." And right then and there, I knew that that was gonna be something that I was gonna have to deal with, and I didn't want to deal with it. So I decided to put myself on child support, like any responsible adult male with kids would do. I put myself on child support because I wanted time with my daughter. Then, when I found out that she was with this fool, I took the truck away. And because I took the truck away, I got a protective order against me. I got I got limited time with my daughter, with supervised visitation, because apparently I guess I'm like a threat to her, which I don't see how. I've never once ever put my daughter, I never once tried to harm my daughter. Yes, I, in a way, put her in harm's way when I tried to shoot myself and she was there. So, a gun and a child, is those two things are like very bad when they're together. But it wasn't because I wanted to hurt her. I was in a dark place, like I still am now, and I just thought about ending it. But not once have I ever, tried to actually hurt my daughter. So there's no reason that I have to. I don't need strangers to tell me whether or not I'm good enough to see my daughter. You know. And then I bring up the whole issue with this asshole, and it's like, I mean, she doesn't seem no. I told her from the very beginning, people were gonna find out, and they were gonna start, calling her names and stuff. And she blames me for that. She swears like I throw that. I don't even work. We all work in the same place. I don't even work there anymore. I work like literally down the street from my house because it's embarrassing. I didn't, well, one, the protective order said I can't be in the work area, and we work in the same place, so obviously they had to fucking move me. And another part of it, it's embarrassing. I can't even walk through my neighborhood with my head held high because I'm just too embarrassed to be around. Today I had to go to her work to go pick up some documents that I had to fill out, and then I still had to and like a gift card from work that they were giving out. And I see my daughter's godfather there. Her godfather is this asshole's cousin. You think I want to be seen by him? You think I like being around there where people know my situation? Where people look at me with smiles in their faces, but at the same time they know the situation. So as soon as I turn my back, they're like, "Oh yeah, why is he here? I can't believe he's here. His girl's here, or this fool's here. Like damn, like his situation's fucked up. You know what I mean? I have to deal with that now. My daughter's gonna have to deal with it. She don't see that. She don't see it that way, but now she blames me for all that. I told her that from the beginning. And if this asshole's watching, which I'm pretty sure he is, just know that Nothing can save you from me but me. And what I mean is, if I wanted to, no matter what, your ass would get fucking handed to you, you know? And when I saw you the other day, I know you see me and you try to be all hype because you're around other people, but just know I see the fear in your eyes. I can fucking see it. And the only reason why I didn't do anything that day, I just walked straight to my truck, got in, and thought about all the reasons why I shouldn't do it. The only one reason that made sense to me was because of what was happening during that time, that ceremony. I would never disrespect tradition. But that's the only thing that saved your ass from fucking feeling my wrath. And the funny thing is that you'll never ever tell me anything. You'll never come up to me as a man and tell me shit. If I was talking to her and said something that you didn't like or whatever it is, you would never come up to me as a man and be like, you need to quit that shit, because you already know that I pray for that day that you try to tell me I can't do something with her, especially her being the mother of my child. I kind of hope that you do, though. I want to see what kind of man you really are, because obviously you and everybody else knows what kind of man I am, right? We've known each other for a fucking long time. The only difference is that now I know your true colors. I know what kind of person you are, and you think that because you have a title, because of being the grandson of somebody who has a title, is gonna keep you safe. Titles don't mean shit to me anymore. And thanks to you, nobody else's title means any fucking thing either. Why? Because if somebody that holds a title like that, that's supposed to be held to a higher standard because you have that title, especially as an title as important as what you have, and the traditional wise, you would think that you would you would have more character. You know, you want to be somebody that people look up to. And you know what you just did? You just fucked all that away. No wonder why people don't take you guys serious because of shit like that. And then you guys are crying why you don't get the respect that you deserve, especially you. And you know, I'd run against you, but there's no point because then people that wouldn't look good anyway if I ran against you, because people are just gonna see it as, oh, he's just doing it just to try to get back at you. So it's not gonna benefit me at all. They're just gonna see it as a vendetta against you, and that's not gonna happen. If I want people to know that they can count on me, whatever position I decide to run for, that they can count on me to actually help the people out, to teach them right from wrong, to do whatever I can to help the community out. And you don't, just because you participate in everything. I have not once seen you actually help anybody out, and damn sure with the situation that you put yourself in with my family, you really think that people respect you now? No, they might shake your hand and say, "Oh, kiss your ass," whatever, because of your title. But no, everybody knows what piece of shit you are, and if they don't see it that way, well, then they're a piece of shit themselves. And it sucks because now I can't. Like I said before, I can't even trust nobody. I don't trust my friends that know who you are. I can't trust my daughter's godfather. because he's related to you, and you guys, and you know it's not his fault of any of this, and you know I don't blame him. I'm not mad, but if he knew about all this before I found out, well then, I mean, at least come clean and tell me, you know, be honest. Because yo, everybody who knew about this situation, especially you and her, you knew that I was gonna fucking find out eventually. You guys knew that I wasn't gonna be happy. And you know what kind of person I am. I didn't fucking join the military for shits and giggles. I did it because I wanted to see shit that nobody else has seen. You know? And you know I'm not afraid of any man. I'm not afraid of nobody. And you can act all hard, but I know I can see it in your eyes. You're just a scared little kid. You have yet to really understand the kind of shit that I've been through my entire life. You're just a spoiled kid who think he can who thinks he can get whatever he wants or do whatever he wants and not face consequences. Well, guess what? You you fucked up when you did this. There is no way that I'm gonna forgive you, even if she asked me to. That's the one promise I could never give her, and that's to forgive you and to just leave it alone because no, it's fucking personal. I mean, there's no excuse. Nobody in this fucking world could tell me, well, to give me a good reason why you did what you did. You're just a fucking piece of shit, and you're gonna be dealt like a piece of shit eventually. However, however it happens, it's gonna happen. Whether the grandfathers deal with you, because I know you're not. You may get away with it here, but in the afterlife, you're not gonna get away. You're not gonna get away with that shit, especially with the title that you have. Nah, it's not gonna fucking happen. And you may not. You may shrug it off and be like, oh, whatever. But we'll see when you catch your last breath and you realize that you fucked up and you have to answer to them. Well, that's on you. Anyways, this whole phone call out of random, it's fucking mind boggling. I don't know what she everything that I thought I was going through, the whole therapy stuff, and it just everything just went out of the window, you know, went out the fucking window. And I saw her today too when I was at work, and she couldn't even look at me, and I wanted to say something, and I couldn't. I you know, I mean, I'm just speechless. And I'm glad that she called me. I missed her voice, but it fucked me up emotionally. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't know where to go from here. We have court what next week, and I don't know what I'm gonna do. I have a meeting with my lawyer. I don't really don't know why she called me all of a sudden because her whole thing was trying to keep me away from the baby. And you know another thing too, real quick, is that my daughter called this dude uh Boppy. Ever since that day, I've been drinking almost. Well, today I haven't drank at all, thank God. But after that, I literally almost every night I drank. I went out, you know, had a good time, but I was drinking, and I could feel it. It's already affected me pretty good. I've gained so much weight just from drinking, and I don't even eat that much. I don't. I know I don't get no sleep because I'm out. I don't get home till like 5 o'clock in the morning, and then I sleep for like 2 3 hours, and then I'm up getting ready for work. And I don't have, I mean, I don't have to work till 1, but still. I mean, I'm completely speechless about what happened today. I was not expecting that. You know, no matter how much anger I have towards everything, the one thing that I do know is that I still love Maria. No matter sometimes how much I just want to hate her for what she's put me through, you know, I feel like just to get back at me for the wrongs that I've admitted and that I'm sorry for doing. I can't be mad at her. Like, I don't know what it is, you know, and I know there's gonna be a lot of people that have their opinion, especially when it comes to the, you know, maybe I deserve it, whatever. Maybe I do deserve all this, but the fact is that am able to admit to my mistakes, and that's why I'm doing all this therapy stuff. I'm doing everything because I don't have to. I mean, I don't have to keep going to therapy. I don't have to keep dealing with the social services with social workers. I do it because I want to show her that I'm trying to change to become a better person for her and for the baby. Because that's how bad I want my family back. Nothing, everybody in this world can fucking tell me just to move on, to find somebody else to be happy with. I don't want nobody but her. And the conversation, you know, I've thought of up until this day where she called me, I thought of, okay, if she called me, this is what I'm gonna tell her, or this is how I'm gonna be, you know, playing it in my head. And all that shit, it went out the window too. And the funny thing is that every day since she put the protective order on me, I was always prayed that she would call me. Every day I was hoping that I get a phone call from her or a text message. And I finally got my wish answered, and in a way I regret it, but at the same time I don't, because I missed her sweet voice so much, you know. I missed it a lot. I mean, I miss her a lot, you know. I just want this nightmare to end. I want I want us to be a family. Like, that's all I had a dream, and it's funny, I had a dream about us last night, and all it was just us laying in bed with the baby in between us, watching whatever it is that we were watching. We look over at each other and we look at the baby, and we, you know, and the baby looks at us. And I remember looking back into her eyes, and we kissed. And that's when I woke up, and then all of a sudden I literally got a phone call from her like 10 minutes later that it was a missed call, and I called her right back. It's funny how shit like that works, you know? It's really funny. I mean, I don't know where to, I don't know where to go now. I don't know. Excuse me. I really don't know where this is gonna lead up to. If you're watching this, just, I think about you guys every day. I think about you and the baby every day, and People can say what they want about me. They can spread these fucking rumors that you've been hearing about me being with people or whatever. Fuck all that. I I don't care. I don't think you should listen to what anybody has to say because you already know how work is. And no matter it's like no matter how hard I try to show you that I trying to change that I want to be with you, it's like you because you have them more constant in your ear than me, you listen to them and you believe it. Now granted, I have been with girls since we separate. I've tried going out on dates. I've tried you know just moving on and I can't. This shit doesn't last long. So I don't know why people are saying shit like that when they don't even know. So, and to my baby girl, it's because of you, baby. It's because of you that I'm still here. It's because of you that I I'm trying to fight for the family. I'm trying to get everybody back together. It's because of you that I still have some kind of drive to make something of myself, to better myself. You're the most important thing in my life. Your mom is directly after you. But you, for both of us, you're the number one priority. And I hope you'll never replace me. I would never replace you. I would never replace your mother. I just hope that you don't replace me. Because you're my baby girl. And I love you very much. Remember, your mom's a queen. I'm the king. So what does that make you? Makes you a princess. And anybody tells you otherwise, don't listen to them. We made you out of nothing but love. That's why you came out so perfect. That's why you're so beautiful now. And when you grow up, you're going to be a beautiful girl. You know? I think we just got to go through this right now. And hopefully, once we make it over this bump in life, we'll all be together at the very end. And if that doesn't happen, just know that if anything happens to me, just know I love you and your mom very much, and I'm sorry that I couldn't have been. I'm sorry that I wasn't a good father. I'm sorry that I wasn't a good husband to your mom. But just know that I was trying to change myself, better myself. That way I can be what you guys expected me to be. Because, I mean, I can't exactly say where I'm going right now. Your mom, she'll tell you everything, but just know that if anything happens to me while I'm away, yeah, I love you guys a lot. That's why I want you to know for sure is that I love you so much. I love you and mom so much that I can almost promise you if anything happens to me, you guys were the last thought in my mind. But we're not going to get into that right now. Um, I have your Christmas presents. Um, I gotta go give them to to your grandma or to your mom, whatever. I don't know if your mom's gonna call me tomorrow, but if she does, I'll try to see if we can make some kind of arrangement. That way I can take your gifts to you. That way you can open up with the ones from her and the ones from Santa. You know? To everybody out there, just everybody has their bumps in the road. But I hope whoever's dealing with something like this, you're dealing with it way better than me. Because I almost slipped up. And good thing I didn't. But until next time, have a good one. Yeah, I'll make a video soon. Like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you guys later.